and welcome to episode 126, I think. I actually could be wrong about that this week. I think it's episode 126 of the Graceful Tangle podcast. I'm Amy Kate. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do so. And then don't forget to hit that notification bell right by the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any future videos. I will also have so many links in the description box below. Pattern shops, places where you can find me on social media, Facebook groups, and then also some links to some specific things that I'm going to be mentioning in today's episode. Also, one really important link that is down there. So if you remember last year, I launched advent calendars in my Etsy shop. I put together these calendars that went from December 1st through December 24th. You opened a little package every day that had a 10-gram mini with yarn from my personal stash or scrap yarn, etc. And then a little like accessory or treat or something like that to go along with each mini as well. So I launched those last year in the Etsy shop and so many people loved them. So I decided to bring them back this year. So there's still a few left in the shop. I will leave the link down below if you'd like to purchase one. But yeah, there's more info in the actual Etsy listing, so I'm not going to go into too much detail about it here, but it is a little bit different than last year. I have two different options, a DK or worsted weight, and then the fingering weight, and then I'm going to have a crochet pattern go along with each calendar as well. So super exciting. I'll leave that link down below if you want to check it out. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to putting those together. It is a lot of work, I'm not going to lie, so I really got to get on it, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm so excited to share them with you guys. So, again, that link is down below if you'd like to check it out. But, yes, today is Friday, October 7th, I believe. I think that's right. And it is a beautiful day. I feel like Alabama is finally getting a fall. We went from, like, winter to summer, and now it truly feels like fall. It's, probably a bit of frustrating, like it's really chilly in the mornings, and then it's like 80 degrees right now. But this weekend, a cold front is coming, and so it's going to be chillier. I love it. I love it so much. It's just so refreshing for it to be a little bit cooler. It has been amazing. But anyways, I think that is all the intro jazz for the week. Let's see, do I have any finished objects this week? I don't have any FOs that aren't designs. Correct? Correct. Yeah, no FOs that aren't designs. But I did finish some designs. So I will be sharing those later. But first, let's talk about a few whips. Alrighty, so works in progress wise, I actually only have one whip to share with you guys this week. And that is this sweater. Are y'all tired of seeing this sweater yet? Oops. If you are, oops. But I am seriously going to finish it this week. I feel like I've been saying that for the past 3 weeks, which is like really frustrating. But seriously, I made some really good progress this week. I have one sleeve done now, which is a huge accomplishment. This color is going to blow up the camera. I apologize. Which is a big accomplishment. And so the second sleeve is going to go faster because I changed the pattern a little bit for this sleeve. So it's a little bit different than what the pattern actually suggests. And whenever you do that, there's always some form of trial and error, and the first sleeve always takes longer for me. So, anyways, I do have one sleeve done, and here's what it currently looks like. So, like I said, this color is going to blur out the camera just a little bit, so just bear with me for a second while I show this. This is the Marjorie pullover by Two of Wands. It is a free pattern on her blog, but you can also purchase the PDF if you'd like. I love it. She did hers using the Intarsia method, so hers is color blocked. Mine is just one single color. I really wanted it to be like a super cute, oversized, pullover, sweatshirt style sweater that I could just throw over, a shirt like this or any other short sleeve shirt in the winter, fall and winter, on just chilly mornings. I really wanted something hand knit that could act as like a cozy sweatshirt style. And this is crazy big, but I think that means it's a success, right? So the sleeve is massive. Like, I'm not gonna put it on. I will hopefully have it done next week and I will put it on then. But the sleeve is huge. That said, it is like super duper cozy, and so I'm not like, that's not a complaint. I will also not be ripping back and knitting it again. and I really love it. So I'm just going to go with it, and it's going to be crazy big, but I really love it. Like, it's so stinking cozy. I did decide, so for the bind off for the sleeve, I actually knit two together all the way around while I was binding off. So the cuff is much more smaller in circumference than the rest of the sleeve. It's still big on my wrist, so I think it works. Like, it's not too tight. The sleeve doesn't like completely balloon, which I didn't really want. So I really like it. It's really, really cozy. The yarn that I'm using is Knit Picks Brava, bulky in the colorway Denim. And I really love this color. It took it a little bit to grow on me. I think I'm just not like a huge blue person, I don't think, but I do really like it. And it's going to match like everything. I mean, I don't really think I would wear this with jeans often, but it even does look okay with jeans. But really, I wanted something that was a solid color that wasn't going to show, you know, dirt and things like that too easily with work and stuff. And it'll look good with leggings, which is what I wear all of the time this time of year. So it's going to be perfect. I love it. I love it so much. And so I'm really hoping to knit the second sleeve throughout the course of this week and get it done finally, because I want to wear it. I'm so excited to wear it. Okay, like I said, that is the only work in progress that I have that isn't a design, I think. But let me double check that. What's in this bag? Yeah, I'm still working on a pair of socks that I have not put any work into, so I'm not going to show those. I am also working on a commission cardigan right now, but I'm not going to show that either because, it's grown, but it's like in a tricky spot right now, so it's really hard to show. I plan to share that in the coming episodes when I have more work done on it and when it's more substantial, like you can actually tell what it is a little bit better. So with that said, let's go ahead and chat about a couple of designs that I've been working on this week. Okay, first up in design talk, let's chat about the new pattern that just launched, and that is the Genesis dishcloth. So the Genesis collection is the Genesis Messy Bun Mini was the very first pattern that I ever published, and so since then I have taken that stitch pattern and grown it to be, I now have the Genesis beanie, bulky beanie, a cowl pattern, and now this dishcloth. So super excited to grow it a little bit in such a just useful way. Here's what it looks like close up. I used Knit Picks Dishy in the colorway Butterscotch for this sample, and I just love this mustard color. It's one of my absolute favorite colors ever. I just think it's so pretty and reminds me of fall for sure. So anyway, I released that pattern this week. Definitely check it out. You can find it on my blog for free or the PDF on Ravelry and Etsy, and I will link all of those places down below if you'd like to check it out. Like I said, just a super quick project and be perfect if you're looking for just really easy, like small handmade gifts for the upcoming holiday season. Dishcloths are perfect because they are so useful. Like the person will, get so much use out of them. It's not something to just add to, whatever amount of stuff that they may already have. Dishcloths are kind of perfect for anybody, and so I really love giving them this time of year. And then I also finished the Efficient Blanket. So this pattern is going to be launching this next week on Thursday. So for me, that's almost a week away, but when this podcast launches, it'll be just a couple days, which is so incredibly exciting. I'm so pumped about this design. It has been a long time coming, and I just love the finished result so much. So here is what the blanket looks like. I know you're not going to be able to tell completely because it's massive and it's a small camera, but I used Crochet Billow in 4 different colors for this, technically 4 different colors, 3 for the main body. The gray is Whisker, this pink is called Tea Rose, and then this mustard color is Turmeric. And then for the border, I used the colorway Natural, so it's just the yarn as it is. It's not dyed or anything, which I really, really love that color. It's like a really beautiful kind of off-white color. So I've talked about this blanket so many times for so many weeks. I originally intended on using more colors, but as I kept going, I realized that my gauge was not changing, but just the yarn as it grew was getting heavier and stretching out a little bit more, which is totally fine and to be expected. But it meant that I needed to adjust the pattern a little bit to accommodate for that, and so that's exactly what I did. Instead of starting over and using all of the colors that I had planned to, I decided to just go from exactly where I was and add the gray section at the bottom as well as at the top, and I love the way it looks. It's going to be more evident in pictures when the pattern actually launches, better than I can show here. But I just love the way it looks. I feel like it's more cohesive than it would have been had I color blocked every single time. And I really like the look of it. So anyways, I love it so much. I'm so excited to release this pattern. Like I said, it's been so long in the works. But I love it. It's also really quick. Like, all things considered, this is a really quick blanket. It's very beginner friendly. So stinking cozy. Like, I cannot wait to just snuggle up in this on chilly nights. It's going to be amazing. So, anyways, I finished that. Super, super exciting. I'm so glad it's done. I am definitely itching to start a new blanket already, and I have a couple planned, but I'm going to finish a couple of other big projects first. So, I'm going to try to be responsible and not start a blanket immediately, like I definitely want to. Alright, next up, finished things wise. So this pattern is not launching until November, but it is currently in testing, which is a huge step in the design process for something like this. But this is the Arbor pullover. It is complete. My sample is done. I love this thing. It is so cozy and warm. This is made with worsted weight yarn. I used Knit Picks or We Crochet Brava tweed in the colorway Stratus, and I just love it. It's so cozy, like I said, and it's also in testing right now. So the pattern is done, which is really exciting. I spent so much time this week writing that pattern, getting it ready for testers, and then just going through the entire tester selection process takes quite a while. So lots of time this week just went into all things in regards to this pattern. But sample is done. I love it so much. It's, like I said, so cozy. And I'm really excited to wear it. For sure. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't think I have anything else to say about this project, but I love it so much, and I'm really excited to release it. Aiming, like I said, for a November release. It kind of depends on testers and how timing works for them, because obviously I want to be accommodating towards that, because I know it's a big time commitment and it's a crazy busy time of year for a lot of people. But I am aiming for a release in the second week of November. So that's the plan right now. Get excited about it because it's going to be so amazing. Okay, and then two more designs to mention. The first is a pattern that's going to be coming out, I think, at the end of this month. I might push it to the beginning of November. We will have to see. But this is going to be the bulky Best Suit Beanie. So this is a pattern that I released a couple years ago now, I think. It's just a basic 2x2 ribbed beanie, specifically designed for men to just be able to fit, all ages really well, and just something really basic and simple for you to knit for a guy, because it can be so hard to knit for men, and I love it. Like, I've so enjoyed knitting for my brothers and dad and uncles, and this beanie has just been perfect for that. So I wanted to release a quicker version, especially again with the holiday season approaching, and so I decided to do a bulky weight version, and it's already going so quick, like super quick. And like, for example, there were 64 stitches around, which is crazy. The original pattern has 88, so definitely a lot quicker. But also it's just bigger needles, a little bit chunkier yarn. It's just so nice to knit on. And here's what I have so far. Not a ton done. I just basically did the math and wrote the pattern this week, and then I just barely got started on the sample, but it's going to be smooth going from here, or smooth sailing, I guess is the technical term. I am using, I don't know the colorway, it's just going to be a number, but this is Cascade Pacific Bulky in this really pretty kind of charcoal heathered gray. There we go, that's accurate right there. It's just a really nice gender neutral color. I mean, this pattern is definitely gender neutral. I would wear one of these beanies. It's just a standard 2x2 beanie. I designed it with men in mind, again, to be something simple that they will reach for, but obviously it would look so cute on a girl as well. So anyways, working on that behind the scenes and loving it. It's very simple, very mindless, which is exactly what I need right now. And then last but not least, I have made, I think, a little bit of progress on these socks. I have not done a ton since the last time I shared them. Like, I haven't done much at all. But this pattern will also be releasing in the next few weeks. It's going to be called the Penny Socks. Basically named after the yarn. This is the colorway, it slipped my mind. Something penny. Copper penny. I don't know, Something Penny by Addison of Ruby and Roses Yarn. I just love this colorway so much. It is so, so gorgeous, and I'm having so much fun with this stitch pattern as well. And so this pattern is going to be releasing in the next few weeks, like I said. I need to look back at my calendar to see if it's this month or next month, honestly. I worked on so many designs, like PDF, actually writing patterns this week. So my schedule is just a little bit off in terms of working on many patterns at once. But anyways, really loving this project. I haven't had a ton of time to just knit as a whole this week. But hopefully that will change next week, and I'm really itching to work some more on these because I am loving them so much. Alrighty, that is it for all of the knit and crochet content this week. Working on so many things per usual, but I feel like we are approaching the peak season for, knitters and crocheters and designers, and just the chilly weather just brings, I feel like, just an abundance of creative energy for me personally, and that makes me so happy. I was really getting tired of the summer months and just, not really wanting to knit because it's so hot, and that is over, and I'm very excited about that. So anyways, I do have a devotional to share with you guys this week, so I hope that you choose to stick around for that. So for devotional this week, I wanted to again talk about a song that has just been so encouraging personally. I have found so much comfort and peace in just listening to worship music lately and being inspired by it, and just kind of diving into the words of what I'm singing and seeking to understand them and treat it more like a prayer, or just kind of like speaking to Jesus through singing instead of just saying the words, really taking them in and understanding what they're saying and understanding the purpose of the song, which I think is really important, is specifically in worship. But there's a song called Falling in Love by Phil Wickham, and I will link it down below if you want to listen to it. But it is just an absolutely beautiful song, and it's all about laying your life down and just truly falling in love with Jesus and who he is and what he's done in your life and what he will do the more that you trust him and the more that you love him. I firmly believe that we can't love if we don't know God's love. It's, in today's society, it's a word that's tossed around a lot. A lot of people can be hurt by it, specifically, in the form of relationships. If it's said too quick, it can be just like a trick or something that you fall into, but an emotion, not a, like purely an emotion and no longer a decision or something that you take in seriously. So with Jesus' love, we can say that I love Jesus and we can say that Jesus loves us, but it really goes so much deeper than that. His love is unconditional and we don't deserve any of it, yet he chases us down in pursuit of it. And it's just so beautiful and so humbling to think about, and overwhelming, honestly, in just the most beautiful way. So I encourage you to listen to that song and just to fully pursue him and just accept his love, because it's there whether you have made the decision to accept it and accept him into your heart or not. He's still there and wants that relationship with you and desires it. And it's like I might have already mentioned this on the podcast in the past couple of weeks, but specifically over the last few months, I've just been so overwhelmed in the sense of, God, the creator of the universe and everything in it, desires a relationship with me and cares so deeply about each little aspect of my own life. And that just, it boggles my mind, yet it's humbling. Like I mentioned earlier, it's just humbling. It kind of like puts you in your place in the most beautiful way, that God is God and I am not. Anyway, I've just been so encouraged by that song. I've shared it with a few friends, because I just think it's so beautiful, and it's an example of the relationship that I want to have with my Father, and it's amazing. So I will link that down below if you want to check it out. But yes, in terms of a life update, kind of same as last week. Lots of work, lots of sweet moments in just personally. And then obviously business-wise, it all can be like a lot to keep up with, a lot. A lot of the time it's a lot to keep up with, and it's very overwhelming, but it's all so beautiful, and it's so, such an amazing season of life, and I'm so grateful for it. We had a concert at my home church at the amphitheater that's associated with my home church this past weekend, and it was an insane amount of work. But it was absolutely amazing, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity to serve and the just chance to show Jesus through serving and to strive to glorify him and honor him and give him praise through it. And I'm just so grateful to be in a season of life where I can do that. I can serve all day in that regard. And it was really, really good. It was a really good concert. So it was very encouraging and kind of just set the whole week it was exhausting as well. So Monday and Tuesday were kind of difficult. But it was the start of a really good week for sure. So I hope that you have enjoyed this episode. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so very much for watching. I hope that you are having an amazing week full of so much making. I would love to hear what you're working on, so don't hesitate to send me an email and chat about it, or leave a comment down below, and I would love to hear all about it. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all again next time. Until then, happy making. Bye.